Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
First down, Redskins.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to White. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Yellow, yellow. 40. 15. Watch 30, say 43. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it. 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
44, Mike,
Mahomes to throw once more. He's got White here. The 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Motion, motion, motion.
Now a give, right side. Lost. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kevin White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Redskins 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brissett. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They run. Cook. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Running for it. Here's Cook going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Right there.
Yellow. Let's go, Woo, Eddie. Yellow.
54's Mike.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Target.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught. This is White. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Kevin White with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Vikings nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First carry now for Alexander Madison, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, it's Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, dog.
Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
At the 40-yard line.
Attack! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Right side.
Now again, right side. Loss. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Yellow. Sunday.
Go, outside.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And he finds McLaurin. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how I just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
I don't need to. Hey, Ripley. Hey, 43, 15.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Kevin White on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Number 53. Mike 53. Cut.
Brissett on first down. Going deep for Diggs. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 83 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Here's Brissett. Throw left side on target to Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
What we got? Rush in.
Brissett now. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Brissett now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Parkey with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 5 now. Brissett going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing. Brissett. And he's able to find Diggs. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action with Brissett. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw is Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down, Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, here's Brissett. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Watch yellow. Yellow. 5:36. 5:36. Dude, fellas, let's go. 36 tonight.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete to White. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I got kicked out of that one. Partner, you and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Mahomes now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got White here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try and run it in with White. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
I don't need to. Defense wins championships, baby.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Bucky Hodges, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that and the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Brissett. And Diggs has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Vikings 14.
Ready. 53. Check 53. Double dog. Double dog. That's the way. Slam. Slam. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
53. Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Strip that ball.
1st and 10 at the 42.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Brissett to throw on 1st. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and goal at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Brissett. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's Brissett. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Olabisi Johnson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Vikings 21.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throwing now is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes going to throw it here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Jim, yellow, collect,
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Bucky Hodges, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. Now a desperation throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Right there. Hey, 43. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught at the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the